Hello and welcome, my respected friends and viewers. Today, Australia March took place, an event which even made our Prime Minister Anthony Albanese comment on it. I'm here also to share my reflective thoughts on this march. Australia has always been a land shaped by migration, opportunity, and resilience. Our anthem proudly reminds us for those who have come across the seas, we have boundless plains to share. But sharing also demands fairness. While hard working migrants contribute immensely, there's another side: fraudsters, scammers, and cyber criminals who exploit our systems and drain billions from taxpayers. Today, I want to unpack so called March for Australia and show why blaming migrants misses the point and why cracking down on fraudsters is the real solution. The March for Australia. So, what happened? Anti-immigration rally took place today. Protesters called for reduced immigration. Central slogan: "Take our country back." Movement linked to far right and white nationalist circles. Public concern tied to culture, resources, and infrastructure. This march Australia held today was framed as protest against mass immigration. Its supporters used the slogan "Take our country back," claiming they were speaking up for Australia's future. However, media reported deeper analysis shows links between organizers and far right groups who promote ideas like remigration, essentially deporting non European migrants. These rallies tap into fears about culture, resources, and infrastructure strains, but they risk pushing simplistic solution to very complex challenges. While many participants may not align with extremist ideology, their frustration has been captured and amplified by groups with divisive agendas. My approach is to acknowledge the anxiety but redirect the spotlight. The real problem is not the honest migrants who contribute to Australia's society and economy, but the fraudsters and criminals who cheat the system, drain billions, and stir resentments. This distinction is critical if we want a fair debate. Immigration, the reality. Australia's migration is diverse, not dominated by any one group. However, if we look at the facts, the story is very different from the protest rhetoric. The Department of Home Affairs and Australian Bureau of Statistics ABS data shows that migration is spread across many countries, rather over 100 countries. However, there are few which dominates, including the top India, followed by China, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Vietnam, and Nepal. Rather, Philippines to follow. Being the most prominent, these migrants are not here to drain only the resources but also to fill vital gaps. They staff our hospitals, they run small businesses, they build infrastructure and contribute to tax revenue. Without them, there will be a void. Of course, migration policy needs balance, but blaming migrants collectively is misguided. What people are truly angry about are not families working hard to get by, but the smaller group of individuals, maybe in few thousands, gaming the system. Those who exploit loopholes, commit fraud, and siphon wealth. It's important to separate these criminals from the honest migrants who genuinely help build Australia. So, who's the real threat? The fraudsters and the criminals network. Let's be clear: the real danger to Australia's stability is not mass migration, but fraudsters, the scammers, and cyber criminals. Billions of dollars have been siphoned away through fraudulent registered training organizations that sell fake qualification while pocketing subsidies in childcare, aged care, and NDIS. Sham operators claim funds meant for the most vulnerables. Financial institutions are being duped with fake pay slips and loan scams. And on top of that, cyber criminals are stealing millions from everyday Australians and sending proceed overseas. Ordinary citizens spend 25 or 30 years, some even more, paying off home mortgages, while these fraudsters pocket millions in months and often face minimal consequences. The exploitation of such loopholes or gaming with system is what breeds the very resentment and movement like March exploit. If we focus on cutting down fraud instead of blaming migrants, we target the true threat to taxpayers. My perspective, rethinking remigration. Deport fraudsters and criminals, not the honest migrants. Punish cheaters regardless of race or country. Race or country of origin should not matter. The remigration word is dangerous when used by far right group to mean deporting people based on race or background. But I argue we should rethink it. Australia should deport individuals proven guilty of fraud, scams, and serious crimes. It does not matter if they come from India or China or United Kingdom. If they cheat the system, they have no right to stay. This is not about race, it is about accountability. Or ordinary Australians who work two jobs and still struggle to pay bills should not have to see fraudsters live lavishly at their expense. Taxpayers deserve to know their money goes to real healthcare, genuine education, and proper community services. By targeting the cheaters, not the hardworking migrants, we can restore fairness and rebuild public trust. That is the real way to take our country back, not through exclusion, but through justice. Reforms and solutions. Press hard on fraudsters across all industries. We are serious in bringing fairness and change. If we are serious in bringing fairness, reforms must start with pressing hard on fraudsters who have collectively cheated this nation out of billions. Every cent stolen must be reclaimed with tough penalties and lifetime bans from government-funded industries. Fraudster should not be able to simply change business name and re-enter the system. Stronger cybercrime laws are also vital as digital fraud is becoming the fastest growing threat. The truth is, if the government genuinely cracks down and prosecutes offenders, thousands of fraudsters will run away on their own. We have already seen it, like the NDIS fraudsters ban for 3 years, who casually declared Australia is too expensive and is now enjoying holiday in Middle East before moving to Italy. Such arrogance only exists because enforcement is weak. If Australia shows resolve, these individuals will flee rather than face justice, leaving the nation stronger and fairer. If Australia presses hard on fraudsters, reclaim every cent stolen, and ensure fairness, we will restore trust and unity. This is not about shutting doors, but about protecting what's right. True patriotism means defending honesty, hard work, and justice. Only then can we live up to the anthem promise of boundless plain to share, not for cheaters, but for those who build Australia with integrity. Thank you for watching. Till my next vlog, it's bye bye for now. Look after yourself. Stay healthy.